Red Feather presents From the Archives.
Chapter 51, The Archivist.
Hello.
Mind if I sit?
It's been a while. What are you doing here?
Oh, just stopping by. Wanted to see how things are here. Or, not see. How are you liking the job?
You show up after all this time and that's what you want to know?
It's been a while since I've been here. Can't blame a guy for wondering. I'm going to make you an offer after, if that helps.
An offer? Well, if I'm being honest, I'm having a great time. I won't say it's all been smooth sailing, and I certainly could have been better informed about the nature of the job before I accepted it. But I feel like I've been able to make it my own. With a little collateral damage.
Huh. Well, congratulations. What's that noise?
Oh, you can't see. It's a funny story. Hey, do you feel anything when I do this?
Do what?
Nothing. I may have picked up some feathers in the course of working here. Not because I was working here, though. Unrelated. Mostly unrelated.
Uh-huh. How?
Look, these things happen. I don't tell you how to live your life. I like them anyways.
I'm not judging.
It sounds like you're judging.
You remember when you first came in here, right? To give your statement?
Little hard to forget.
How are things with the, murderous tendencies? Like, no offense, but I didn't really feel enthusiastic when I learned who exit promoted.
Hey! Are you asking if I've killed anyone since having your job?
Maybe?
Well, I haven't. Nobody who didn't get better after. I also might have been an accomplice a couple times, but that's different.
I like the number of caveats there. Very reassuring.
It's been a weird time, alright?
Tango invited me up to his little event, and I made B-dubs come with me to tell me what he saw. You were there, right?
Yes.
So I did, get it narrated to me when you eviscerated and ate your coworker. It made me worry about the workplace environment here.
He got better. That was a special circumstance. I couldn't properly think when I was in there. He's not even mad at me, which is ridiculous of him, but I'm not complaining. To answer your original question, it actually got a lot better after I was hired here. I'm not going to say this is where I'm meant to be or anything ridiculous like that, but it suits me, I think. Better than anything else I tried to do ever since then, which is good because I don't think I can quit. I mean, I don't think I could before, and I definitely can't now. You were there then, in the woods. You know Tango.
Yeah, he's a friend.
Well, next time you see him, tell him I've got a few more things to tell him about eyes than I did last time we talked. Speaking of, I can't help but notice...
Elephant in the room, huh? Yeah, we can get to the point.
B-Dub said in his letter, but the way he described it...
I can take the blindfold off, but people have told me it's a little gross.
I can handle it. I want to see.
You are good for this job.
Oh, goodness. Just entirely gone.
Yep.
What did that?
I did. I'm a little sad I can't see the look on your face. I bet it's really funny.
You did that to yourself. Why? This whole time I was assuming it was some sort of... I don't know. You'd been attacked or come across...
I just needed to quit. It took me some trial and error, but I got there, eventually.
So, that's how... You said earlier you were here with an offer.
Exactly. Do you want to get out of here? It's up to you. I wasn't too happy here for a while, and for me, wanting to fix things for beat-ups was the last straw. But it sounds like things are different for you, so... your call.
Just to be clear, you're offering to... remove my eyes.
Yep.
I think I'm going to have to say no. I'm happy here. Genuinely. I think I might have too many of them for it to work at this point, anyways.
Downsides of me coming in here without being able to see what you look like.
Just a bit.
How about your coworkers down here? They're all, content?
Well, Pell and Scar, they could both leave, I think, if they wanted. Mumbo... I'll be honest with you, I don't know what would happen if you tried to remove Mumbo's eyes. He's a bit, crinkly these days. And I'd hate to see him go. Impulse did just recently step away from work here, but I think he'll be fine. I suspect he has his own way out if he wants. If you ask me, I actually think you should be talking to Exuma.
You think Izuma would want his eye stabbed out?
Just the one might do it, actually.
Huh. I'll look into that. Man, it's weird being back here. You know, I wasn't really any good at this job when it was mine.
Really?
Yeah, I could never, take it seriously. That makes me sound like a jerk. I just usually think about things in terms of problems that can be solved, which makes me a little bit, anathema to this sort of stuff. Someone would come in here, and I would be like, sounds like you could go to a doctor about that? Or like, did that guy just confess a mass murder to me, and...
Is that why you did follow up on my statement and none of the others?
Hey, listen.
Unbelievable. Get out of my office.
Whatever you say, Archivist.
Well, wasn't expecting that. It was good to finally get a chance to talk to him. Put a final few questions I'd had to rest. It made me think, too, about, well, being here, everything that's happened. I wouldn't have ever pictured myself in a place like this, in a position like this, before things went off the rails. But I do have fun here. It's the best job I've ever had. Feathers and all. Joe asked me if I wanted to end the world, and I really don't. Even if it would be fun to see what happened. I'd much rather stay here and find out what happens next. I want to hear more about Tango's research. I just want to know more. And if everything Mumbo collected on that Pix fellow is any indication, I might have a long time to do it. And I'll admit, it's so fun to be a little terrifying.
Well, that seems to be as good a place as any to end it for the moment. What a tangled up mess of stories. It's much easier with completed narratives, but I really did need to get a head start on this one. Death herself only knows how long it'll be before any of these people actually die. Hard to have a conclusive ending before then. I'm sure there's a few things missing, but I think I got most of the important events. Most of what was caught on tape, at least. I'll keep an eye out for anything more that comes up. Signed, PR.
From the Archives is a fanfic series written by Johnny 16th Days and Zephaniah Grains, inspired by the Magnus Archives and by Hermitcraft and other Minecraft series.
This chapter was performed by Fred as Etho, Tizzy as Green, and Johnny 16th Days as the narrator. Editing for this episode was done by Campfire and Noctude. Music was composed by Noctude. And thank you very, very much for listening.